So, all right, we got the vibe established in the session. We're recording. Everybody's in their proper place. But how do you get your artist to perform like they've never performed before? I think that the word control gives people an air of entitlement. You're not supposed to turn around and control, literally, the artist or the people in the session. Your job is to make sure that things are flowing smoothly. How do we do this? Communication. Simple and plain. When you're talking to an artist, even if you're going to be critical, you want to make sure that you say it in a way that it doesn't undermine and it doesn't deconstruct what you're trying to build. At the end of the day, you want to make sure that you speak to people as you would like to be spoken to. They might not like something in your track. If they turned around and said, that sucked, would you be able to perform at your best? Or if they said, well, there's a way that you can change it, and this is what I heard. Okay, I get it. I got that. You can do the same thing with an artist. All right, that's fine. That's great. That was a good take. But let's take this and let's try it with a different emotion. Or can you try to open up your mouth a little bit more so I can get a clearer note? Or, things like that. That's how you add to a project. That's how you add to them feeling good about themselves, and that's how you add to definitely a great, great song. There are times where you'll give feedback and it'll feel like it's falling on deaf ears. I've had that happen to me a few times, and it's fine. It's fine. It's not a bad thing because I'm still there to make sure that I'm giving a great stage and plateau to the artist. And if the artist wants to assert themselves and be the dominant creative person, that's fine. I'll allow that. But at the end of the day, once I get a playback moment, I can turn around and press play and have them sitting next to me and show them, okay, do you hear it there? You understand what I was saying about that note? And 10-1, that'll be the time where they can hear it. They might not hear it behind the mic because to them, this is my job behind the mic. You do your job behind the board. And I understand that. That's fine. But when we sit behind the board together, we're on an even playing field. Now I need you to understand what's happening. And in every instance, when I pointed out what I was trying to change all along, it ended up being changed, and it worked out at the end. So just keep yourself open. You might just have to let the thing pass by. Whatever it is, whatever horrible thing that you hear, you might have to let it pass by. But don't let it die and don't let it go out because it still represents your name. And if your name is on that thing and you feel like you could have done things better, you're not going to be able to go back in and redo it. Get it done and make sure it's done as right as you can possibly do it. I think it's very important to have a minor checklist, if you will, a mental checklist of things that you can do to help set the vibe, to make sure that you set the tone for what's about to happen in the session. I know for me, I'm very big on lighting. We call ourselves vampires, not literally, but I don't like bright light. I can't work under bright light. I like, my lights dim or colored lighting. And for me, especially even bringing in an artist, if I get there early, which I behoove every producer, get there before the artist. But when I get there, it's very important for me to show them that this is important to me. So I start working immediately. I'll bring up the track. I'll make sure that it's a loose mix on the board if I'm using the SSL. If I'm just in the box, if I'm just using Pro Tools, I'll make sure that there's some things to show that I've been working before they got there. And hopefully you start to create, I call it like the whirlpool effect. Once things start moving in a direction, once the artist and whoever the artist is bringing with them come in, they should turn around and go right in the same direction, creating that good whirlpool effect. You get a good energy in the session. So it's key to turn around and set the tone before the artists get there. Cool. So the vibe is set. You got your sexy little candles going. Everybody's happy. We get to the fun stuff. This is where I brighten up. Getting right into the session, I have so many things that I need to help me be the producer that I am. Bundles, various plugins. So we're going to get right into that. So this is going to be fun. This is the fun part.